Hey, what's up guys? Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas. We're back once again for another week in tech. Today, let's talk about two phones that caught our attention this week, the Nothing Phone 1 and a Naruto phone by Realme. Let's get started. After about a month of excitement and hype, Nothing has officially unveiled the Nothing Phone 1. The device comes with a dual rear camera and a unique glyph interface around the back. The device is built around a 6.55-inch FHD Plus OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and a 240Hz touch sampling rate. The front and rear of the device are protected by Gorilla Glass 5, while the sides are built from aluminum. The front also has equal bezels around the top, bottom, and sides. It has a punch hole on the upper left for its 16-megapixel front camera. Meanwhile, around the back, it has a 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 main sensor and a 50-megapixel Samsung JN1 ultra-wide lens. Now, if they pull off a Google Pixel here, where the camera is really fully utilized and optimized to take good photos, consider us, RAM, on board. The device is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G Plus with 8 or 12 GB of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of internal storage. It is also equipped with a 4500 mAh battery with support for 33 watts wired charging, 15 watts wireless charging, and syempre 5 watts reverse wireless charging. So that's something unheard of from a mid-range device. Now alam ko medyo underpowered ito, and I wonder how this will be marketed here in the Philippines by Digital Walker. Now out of the box, it runs on Nothing OS 1 based on Android 12. The company's own OS includes quick settings for connecting the Ear 1 and of course Tesla, diba? Nothing founder Carl Pei mentioned at the online launch event that it will look forward to add more devices in the future. So Nothing Phone 1 Plus or Nothing Phone 2, I don't know. Now, its most expensive variant is $600, which is around 30 to 33,000 pesos dito sa Pilipinas. But we've been hearing a lot, by a lot of people guesstimating that this will be around 25 to 30,000 mark. Now, I am excited about this super hyped phone, pero syempre, I wanted to validate my excitement by asking some of my friends in the industry about their thoughts on this phone. Let's hear them out.
Hey guys, Tito James here. So let's talk about the Nothing phone. I am both excited for and kind of disappointed about this device. Excited because this is the first phone from the company since Carl Pei left OnePlus. So there's a lot of hype behind it. It looks very different from all the offerings that we're getting right now. So again, excited for that part. Kind of disappointed because of the specs of the phone. I was kind of hoping that this was decked out to the nines in terms of hardware, and it would be like half or 1/3 of the price of a flagship phone, just like the OnePlus that we knew.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Ram from Gadget Pilipinas. Let's see. Nothing just released Nothing Phone 1, right? And I think I'm alright with the decisions that they made with the phone as far as the specs go. It does not have, let's say, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 or the Dimensity, I think 9000 is the flagship right now, nor even Snapdragon 888. However, I think Nothing offers a unique design, and I think it's the design that allows them to be unique, especially in such a crowded space as tech right now and smartphones. So if they can balance out decent specs and a really unique design, I think it'll suit them well, especially if the device works in the real world setting. Maybe it's not the best it's not the flagship chipset, but the camera is all right, especially for its price range. So I think I can settle with not the latest in tech. Like, it's not decked out with the best things in tech right now. I'm all right with that.
Hey guys, Jam Mancheta of jamonline.ph. So for our quick thoughts about the Nothing Phone Well, basically, I like the design of the smartphone. It's very unique. This one is something different compared to the other smartphones that are out in the market. Kasi the smartphone market is very saturated, and it's really nice and refreshing to see a smartphone like the Nothing Phone 1.
Okay, so who do I think the Nothing Phone is for? That's kind of a tricky question because for the most part, I think we're all looking for the phone that will bring the most value for your money, yung pinakasulit, the one that will deliver the most bang for your buck. And I think that this device doesn't necessarily deliver in that regard, but this is for someone who is looking for something different in their smartphone. Again, there's a lot of hype behind the smartphone. It's not something that you see every day. So I think if you want something that's unique, this might be the phone for you. Again, not necessarily for the min-maxers for price to perform.
As I said, it's not the newest as far as hardware goes, but I think there's a market for it. Like I'm very much interested in Nothing, but I think specifically the market that the devices are for people that want something new, something different, not just in not in like hardware sense, right, but in design. Because I think a lot of people, a lot of the tech companies now, even if they say that, you know, we have the new design, or like we have, you know, we improved our design, this is for like stylish, this is a fashion thing, but if you look at it, it kind of looks pretty much the same. You usually have the same finish, you have the same color schemes, pretty much the same trends. But I think Nothing fills a void where it actually is unique. So I think it's for people that want something different.
Given its slightly old configuration, whom do you think this is perfectly marketed to? I think this is perfectly marketed to people who wants to have a stylish phone. People that are not necessarily into hardware talaga. We all know that OnePlus, for Carl Pei, previously from OnePlus, intended niya talaga to create smartphones that are affordable, that are flagship level. With this one, I think they want to focus on style. This is actually a perfect decision considering that the smartphone market is getting saturated, and having a unique smartphone like the Nothing Phone is something na makapagpa-attract talaga and something different ngayon na available sa market.
Okay, so for my guesstimate for the price, I think it's gonna be somewhere around 25,000 pesos. Hopefully it doesn't reach 30,000 because I think that's gonna be way too much for what the phone is currently, or what the phone is packing internally. Now, the lower the better. I'm hoping it's, of course, lower 20Ks. So yeah, 25 or lower. That would be my best guess.
Price. I'm guessing around 25,000 to 30,000 pesos. Only because it's not the newest phone, nor is it like super cheap. I think it's still a mid-range device with its specs, and you're still kind of paying a good premium, I guess, for the price and the hype that it's made. So I'm guessing around 25 to 30. I'm hoping it's lower, but you know, that's just wishful thinking. If it goes around, I think the lowest of the low would be like around 22,000, but that's kind of low itself, you know. So yeah, 25 to 30,000 is my bet.
For my guesstimate, I think the smartphone is priced at around 20,000 to 30,000 pesos. Siguro maximum ko na is 35,000 pesos. But at that level, probably baka hindi na siya maging attractive since the smartphone will be expensive. But I believe yung mga gusto ng mga smartphone na talaga stylish, yung mga gusto talaga na ipakita yung kanilang smartphone, gusto nila, you know, pangyabang yung design ng smartphone, the Nothing Phone is perfect for them. As for the guesstimate, again, yun nga, going back, I think the lowest one, it could go up to siguro 23,000, 20,000 hopefully. But again, up to 35,000. But nasa gitna ng dalawa, around 25, nandun yung perfect para sa akin. Despite having an old hardware inside, I know, but this one is a phone na stylish talaga. That's the priority, that's the focus of this one. The style, the craftsmanship, and not the processor inside.
Alright, enough of nothing. Let's move on to the Naruto phone by Realme. A couple of days ago, Realme sent over this limited edition Naruto of the Realme GT Neo 3. It comes in this ninja scroll package na akala ng kasama namin sa bahay water jug, no? Anyway, this is obviously a unique box and it can actually be repurposed to something else if you want to. Inside the box, you'll see this specially designed Realme GT Neo 3, which really looks like a combination of his or Naruto's typical and Sage mode costumes. And apart from the phone, there's a silicon case rather, a Type-C to Type-C cable, and a specially designed SIM ejector tool na may mark ng Konoha and a 160 watts charging cable. Now, let's quickly talk about the phone. The phone is powered by a 5nm MediaTek Dimensity 8100. Same chipset ito ng Poco X4 GT 5G at saka yung Redmi Note 11T Pro 5G. It has Mali G610 GPU and RAM plus storage that ranges from 6GB RAM and 12GB RAM at saka 128GB of storage to 512GB of storage. Now, in terms of camera naman, it has a 50MP wide lens with f1.9 aperture, 8MP f2.3 ultra-wide, and 2MP f2.4 macro. It also has 16MP f2.5 wide selfie lens. Ito naman ang sample photos. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, sinamahan nila ito ng charger. They included a 160-watt super dart charger, which is medyo mataas kumpara sa kayang charging compatibility ng phone na to. No problems here, as the phone is smart enough to get the level of wattage it needs to charge at an optimal rate. Now, this is not the first time na ginawa ito ni Realme, the collaboration. In fact, brands can learn a lot from Realme when it comes to brand collaborations. Nagkaroon na sila ng Dragon Ball Z phone and even Free Fire version. And this Naruto phone might just be one of their best brand collabs yet. The Realme GT Neo 3 is a total fan service for Naruto lovers, no? Pati yung theme at saka yung icons ito when you boot the phone up is Naruto-rized, no? Meron bang term na ganun? Pero right now, the only way for you to actually buy one is overseas. At China version, yung firmware niya. So that means walang Google Play Store. I hope that they'll have more of something like this in the future. At sana naman, di ba, magdala sila dito sa Pilipinas officially. Limited to 5,000 lang naman to, so ayos na rin. That's it for Week in Tech. Sana nagustuhan nyo to. Catch us every week for a weekly roundup of the latest in tech. This has been Gian, and I'll catch you on the next video. See ya!